We're talking about the importance of clean advertising. Please welcome Chairman and Chief Executive of Teads. He is Pierre Chappaz. Welcome, Pierre.
Good morning.
The stage is yours. You're welcome.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be with you in Hamburg today. You may have seen the news recently. In the last days, we announced our last year results, and we grew 50%, up to 281 million euros of revenue. Why is that? Why are we growing so fast? Because we are offering a powerful alternative to YouTube and Facebook when it comes to video advertising. We stand for quality, and we are promoting what we call a clean advertising ecosystem. What does that mean, a clean advertising ecosystem? Well, let's listen to customers. Let's listen to Mark Pritchard, the Chief Brand Officer of P&G, who is saying it's time to clean up the media supply chain. It's time for more accountability and more transparency in the market. And it's true, we all know that our market is plagued with serious issues that we must address. The biggest challenge being probably viewability, fraud, and brand safety. Advertisers want something very simple. They want their ads to be seen by humans in a safe environment. Isn't it basic? Isn't it totally legitimate? But you know the situation. Let's start by viewability. Here are the figures for viewability in Germany. Basically, only 50% of the ads are viewable. Would you buy a car if you have one chance out of two to get it? Certainly not. Why ads would be different? That's why at Teads, we invented 5 years ago Outstream, which is a new way to present video advertising. It should be a video if the technical team can launch it, which is a new way to present video advertising as a content. Advertising, if it's well targeted and if the creative is good enough, is nothing else than a content. And the user must be free to consume this content or to ignore it if he's not interested. With Outstream, we have been including video advertising inside the articles together with the most prestigious media all around the world. It has deeply changed the market. It has been adopted by 65% of the top 300 Comscore publishers in the world. Publishers such as Time Inc., Washington Post, Reuters, Tribune Publishing, Business Insider in the US, Evening Standard, Trinity Mirror, The Independent in the UK, La Repubblica in Italy, Corriere della Sera in Spain, El País, Il Mundo, in this country, Bild, Spiegel, Die Welt, and many others. It has been a revolution for video advertising because it's a user-friendly format which is viewable by design. It only launches when the video is in view. As a result of this massive adoption by our publisher partners, Teads is able to achieve a massive reach. The reach in these countries that we are able to achieve is much higher than YouTube and Facebook. We are reaching 95% of the users in Germany. This is massive. And we are reaching these users exclusively through premium publishers with a great user experience. No forced advertising. While we are talking about numbers, I want to show you one number and maybe to ask you what it is. 22%. What can it be? I think you won't believe it. This is the percentage of fraud in the US, measured by the ANA, which is the National Association of Advertisers. 22% of all ads are fraudulent in the US. That's crazy and totally unacceptable. While we can beat fraud by ensuring transparency. Advertisers must know where their ads are running. At Teads, we always provide the list of all the sites where we are displaying the ads for our customers. Ad text is a very good initiative to allow the publishers to declare who are their official partners. And we can also, and we do, pre-filter all the impressions that are offered to programmatic buyers before referring these impressions. And we do it at Teads in real time with Double Verify. So fraud is not something we cannot eliminate. At Teads, our fraud rate is below 1%. Now let's talk about brand safety. Why do we have all these YouTube scandals? You heard about these scandals. The pedophilia, the neo-Nazi. Why is this happening? Why aren't they able to avoid showing ads next to this kind of content? This is due to the technology. The companies whose business is to track brand safety, such as AAS or Moat, they look at the text on the pages. They are unable to analyze video content. So as on a platform like YouTube, you have millions of videos, it has to be manual. And even if YouTube is trying to hire thousands of students to try to moderate this content, at the end of the day, it always fails. So by definition, a brand-safe environment is better guaranteed by a text environment than by a pure video content. And our brand risk at Teads is below 1% again. This is not our number. This is Integral Ad Science measuring us. It cannot be zero because we're working with news publishers, for instance, and sometimes the news are not very good, so they consider it as being not totally brand safe. Also at television, nobody is making the difference. When you have ads before the news, sometimes the news are not good, and they still show ads. But what we do is that we filter, through keyword filtering, the kind of content that the brands don't want to appear next to. Let's take an example. I am an airline. Obviously, I don't want to show up my ad on a page talking about an accident, a flight accident. So it's systematically, for this kind of customers, we eliminate those keywords who could hurt their image. You can achieve the best brand safety by combining outstream and premium publishers and keyword filtering, because then you are in an environment where you can analyze the content, analyze the text, eliminate the content that you don't want to appear next to, so that at the end of the day, your ad will never appear on a content like this one. Now I was saying viewability, fraud, brand safety, these are the basics. But clean advertising is also about providing a great user experience. As you know, at Teads, our advertising formats are non-intrusive. This is the outstream format. But we have been investing a lot into improving the TV copies to adapt them to the mobile screen, to leverage the interactive capabilities of the mobile, and also to offer personalized ads leveraging data. So I have a few videos I want to show you, a few creatives, where we are leveraging our internal tools, our studio, to improve TV copies and make them a great user experience on mobile. This time, talking to the technical team, I hope the videos will work. So you see an example from Keynote. I'm not sure it works. Actually, it doesn't. Are you sleeping at the tech team? Well, it's a pity, but you can. Okay, sorry. So it works here. Okay. Here we are. In the middle, you have the TV copy. What we do is that we include, as you see, interactive features, which allows the user to play with the content. We also reinforce the branding. So at the end of the day, there is much more engagement from the user and a better branding impact. We can also leverage existing TV copies to show up a product catalog, to include a mini site inside the creative. As you see with this campaign for Mont Blanc. This is the kind of thing that you can do on mobile that you cannot do on television. This is the value added of displaying video ads, interactive video ads, on a mobile screen. You can do all kinds of things depending on the KPIs of the brand. You can drive customers to store, showing them where is the closest shop if they want to buy the product. And we don't only reinvent video advertising, we also bring innovative formats to display. Let me show only one example. It's a campaign for Louis Vuitton. You know, display ads are often of very bad quality. But why don't we offer gorgeous user experiences like this one, leveraging, the gyro from the smartphone. So when you move your smartphone, you create this kind of effect. Very eye-catching, very high branding impact. Now, as a conclusion, I want to share with you what we are doing with some of our global partners. We are global partners of the likes of Samsung, Microsoft, Richemont, Gucci, Sony. So let me show you what we do for Sony. The future is that the content of the ad will be personalized. Not everyone will see the same ad. Today we are better and better at targeting, but we still show the same ad to everyone. Isn't it a pity? So what we are doing now with these brands is that we are leveraging the data that we have for each user to present a different ad. The way it's done is that we take their creative assets, we cut them into 2 to 3 second shots, we catalog the shots so that we see this one is showing the product, this one is showing the user of the product, the family, whatever, outside, and then we match each individual piece of content with a particular data point. And when we run the campaign, in real time, we compose a personalized ad for each user. Here is the result.
Rated RP to M.
So, Gary, we're looking for someone who's cool under pressure. A quick thinker. Someone who won't back down from a big challenge. Does that sound like you, Gary?
Yeah.
PlayStation, the best place to play.
PlayStation.
So you see the content is suited in this example for 3 different kind of customers: action gamer, a sports fan, or a first-person shooter gamer. And at the end of the ad, we promote different games because these users play different games and may be willing to buy the PS4 for different reasons. We strongly believe that this is the future. This kind of real-time creative building will really allow us to deliver on the promise of the internet advertising, which is advertising should be one-to-one, should be suited to personal interests, and this will be achieved thanks to data and creative tools as the ones I just showed you. Well, you understand that at Teads we are pretty busy reinventing advertising. We are now close to 700 people on board, having started at 5 people in 2011. And we continue to grow at a very big rate, building this powerful alternative to YouTube and Facebook. Thank you.